Hi, I'm David from Questacon. I'm going to try to sum up Your Energy, this collection of energy videos painting a picture of where we are and right now in regard to energy use in Australia. We live in a society completely dependent upon its energy use. Every part of society relies upon the supply of energy. Currently, renewable sources of energy provide not much more than 6% of our energy needs, including 21% of our electricity supply. Some states and territories make more use of renewables, some less. As such, almost 94% of our energy comes from the burning of fossil fuels, and the resulting emissions are something we have to deal with. What will Australia's makeup of energy look like in the future? We have access to all these different sources of energy. Fossil fuels, coal, oil and gas, reliable, but they produce emissions. Renewables, solar and wind, these are clean but not reliable by themselves unless partnered with battery storage or other sources. Another renewable source is hydro, which is clean and reliable in areas where there's enough running water, and other possible sources like nuclear and geothermal, which are not currently used in Australia but could be. And don't forget the use of hydrogen, which is more of a fuel than a source, but still potentially huge. Well, it's not likely to be a single source, but many. Which of these sources will Australia use to source its energy in the future? I can't tell you that, because that's up to you. It's going to be your choices that influence this in the future. After all, it's your energy. It's going to be up to you to develop Australia's energy systems in choices that you make and careers that you might go into. Now, I said that I can't tell you which Australia might source, but I can make an educated guess. First off, with electricity, the percentage of electricity generated by renewables will increase as they become cheaper and more efficient, which they are doing. The percentage of electricity generated by fossil fuels will drop as they become less competitive. Gas-generated electricity could play a part for years to come as it partners well with the use of renewables, and there may be attempts to reduce the emissions produced by gas. Secondly, another guess, in our use of energy for transport, there will be a slow change to electrical cars, bringing down our dependence upon oil. Expect to see some interesting new features using hydrogen. Hydrogen cars, hydrogen in industry and hydrogen exports. The million-dollar question is this: how fast will this occur? Again, I can't tell you, because that's up to you. You are the energy users. You are the innovators, the engineers, the leaders of tomorrow. And what about something completely new? We're an innovative bunch. There's always the chance of a new source of energy that could be identified, or some other innovative advance that we simply don't have access to right now. Do you recall the match at the start of these videos that we burnt in a blackout? Well, what if we looked at a different way to burn a match, an innovative way? If I take this balloon of oxygen gas and cool it down with liquid nitrogen, the oxygen is going to slowly condense from a gas into a liquid oxygen. I'll take the balloon off and we are left with a small amount of liquid oxygen, which is a very faint blue in colour. Oxygen is essential for any burning to occur, but in a liquid form it is much more energy dense. So when I drop a burning match into liquid oxygen, it burns like crazy. In fact, there is no match left. So there you have it. A new innovative way to burn a match. Was that a good thing? Produced more heat and light, but it produced much more smoke and carbon dioxide as well. And think of the extra energy required to produce the oxygen and liquid nitrogen. There's always pluses and minuses, pros and cons, but the more you know, the better you're able to make choices about your energy. I asked at the start, and I ask again. Do you care where your energy comes from? Maybe have a look to see what you wrote down. Has it changed? In the future, you'll be asked to make decisions about energy, what sort of car or house you buy, career you'll take, or lifestyle choices you may have to change. All I ask is choose wisely.